Metal Dungeon for the Xbox 2002. We finished level 9, and the thing about the levels now is that I don't know if it's because we have a lot of health or what, but the levels themselves can be tricky sometimes. Some of the enemies can drain us, but the bosses are easy. And when I look at the archives, there's like 2 more enemies that we haven't seen yet, other than the ones we missed on previous levels. So that leaves me very curious as to what the final level is gonna be. I'm gonna be up for a while. Finally got your sleeping under control. I'm glad to hear. I hope you can keep it under control. And yeah, when are you moving, if that's okay to ask? And yeah, good luck with that as well. I'm sure like you traveled over there a bunch of times, so I'm sure it's gonna be fine. But good luck either way. But yeah, we have like 2 enemies that we haven't seen yet in the game from the archive, and I don't know, I was thinking about this. If we go down the last level and we kill the boss and the game ends, we don't get to go back to the archive and look at the boss entry. But if it is there, then it would mean that the game would keep playing after you beat it. Which, I mean, if this was me moving late June, early July, alright, plenty of time to change your mind and move here instead. But yeah, I wish you all the luck with that. But so I was thinking, if I had this game back in 2002, I would have loved to have a game like this where, because we're like rank V or W or something, and it goes all the way up to A, I would have loved a game that you can beat it, but then like it keeps looping with increasing difficulty. I would just keep like every now and again go back to it, farm a few levels. Probably. I didn't have a lot of games that did that back then at my disposal. Of course, if we beat the game, we get an ending video, that's fine for us, but I would appreciate if it kept going and you could just keep grinding up and getting stronger. Of course, you would need to like cycle through the weapons again, kind of like what Diablo 2 does, where you get all the same items again on the following difficulty, but they have higher item levels. That would work well if that's how the game worked. But we'll see. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Let me get this capture working, like this. Yeah, there's a new update. I'm not gonna update in the middle of the stream. Game. Good God. We have played this game for 24 hours. Violence, gore, and horror. I haven't seen that yet. It's probably talking about the monster models, some of which are very good. I'm gonna start the timer. You wanna see something sinful and delicious? Sure, I might not react fully to it because my wife made hot dogs today. Brazilian hot dogs with thick tomato sauce. And it's the best food she makes. My belly hurts. I used to eat like 5. But now that I have dieted a lot, I ate 2 and I'm bursting. But holy shit, it's so good. We have relatives visiting from a different state, and one of them said, I don't like hot dogs, I don't eat hot dogs except for hers. Like talking about my wife. Those are just too good. Man, I can't imagine a better tomato-based sauce than the one she makes. Feed her. Yeah. Like, these relatives have been here for like a week or so. And I got like 1 or 2 pounds already because everyone is making all this delicious food and it's hard, man. Oh, this looks sweet. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, it has a glaze thing over. Is that like what? Blueberry and with a dough with carrots or something? Yeah, it looks like a carrot cake with blueberries in it. If it is a carrot cake, I freaking love carrot cakes. My mom makes a carrot cake that is just amazing. Blueberry cornbread. We don't have cornbread here. You guys have everything made out of corn. You make fuel out of corn, I think. Yeah, I guess the blueberries. I fucking love blueberries. They're not common here at all. So like I said, we have number 73, which I think is the final boss, and number 72, which I don't know what is. Azura was the boss on the previous stage. A huge weaponic monster with 3 demon faces. It has 3 different ways of attacking. And from what I was seeing the VOD, one of those attacks completely annihilates your bitrate. But this golem, man, this golem is awesome. So I don't know, one of the guesses I had was that we don't have a lot of enemies here because we might be going for a boss rush. Which is kind of dumb, but I don't like boss rushes because usually they're too hard, but a boss rush in here would just be pointless. But we'll see. I'm going for level 10 and take a look at what it is, see if we have to farm. You need... Oh, there is only 1 floor, but there are 9 control room switches. Either it's a gigantic floor or it's like a linear thing, which would line up with a boss rush. Like you have 9... Yeah, it's 9 switches. We're gonna have a boss rush where each boss for each level opens up 1 switch. And then we get to the final boss. Yeah, which is whatever. Feels lazy. Let's listen to the intro. Is it the woman? Lousy voice actor?
Area 10.
It is.
For all you heroes stepping out into Area 10, congratulations! Well, I guess it might be a bit early to actually say this. However, let me speak on behalf of our kingdom. There's a good chance you'll become heroes. The fate of our people lies on your shoulders. To reward the efforts of the warriors who have lost their lives thus far, get in there and defeat these gods of magic and recapture this facility. At the completion of your work, you can have anything you want. We expect you to place greater value in your reputations than on your lives. We anxiously await a victorious outcome. Good luck.
Okay, that was underwhelming. But we have different music here, and I like this music. It's very appropriate. So curious to see what happens in here. Okay, very large room already. Okay. Alright, so we already got a morgue. It's not a good sign. You know, these rooms... they look like boss rooms. Yep. Boss rooms, each one has an attached control switch room. I'm gonna... because these are gonna be boss rush bosses. Right, they're the same. I'm gonna turn off the animations. Yeah, boss rush, everyone. It's fine. We got 2 people paralyzed already. It's whatever. You know what? I'm gonna keep the spells for the final boss. I mean, this is not that hard. Man, it's paralyzing a lot, but that's all it's doing. Yeah, it is exactly what I predicted. Except it's not like a long corridor. It's just a bunch of rooms. 9, probably. I mean, certainly 9. Each room is like a boss followed by a terminal. Then you come back out. Find another room. Repeat 9 times. It's not disappointing, it's just predictable. So predictable that I did actually predict it. It's also gonna be easy because this is like there is a boss that is harder than this one, but we leveled up after that, so that might not even be the case. Unless they are all... I would say unless they are scaled up. But I don't think they would be. I don't think this game would support that. I think it's the exact same enemy definitions for the bosses. Of course, you do have to do everything in a single health bar. In a single, like, set of healing spell casts. Alright. It's not giving a lot of experience, but that's no surprise. I think there's gonna be no other enemies other than those. This looks like it would send me back up. Oh, it is a terminal, okay. Also made chicken pasta salad with kale. Man, the way I like to eat kale most of the time here is chopped into really thin strips, then put in a pan with a lot of salt and a little bit of oil and just let it crinkle down. And I would eat that by itself. Like, doesn't even taste like salad at that point. It's just fucking amazing. So what you're telling me is that Kinikos is going to get really fucking fat? I mean, good for him. I can't imagine worse fates. Alright, good. You do that. We're doing the harder ones first, although that's a lot of damage. Well, we'll see. Depends on how long it takes to die. But this was the second to last, I think. So we are getting done with the harder ones first. It's just that if you want to farm, we wouldn't do that on this level. You get more experience by dealing with normal enemies on level 9. And there might be some item upgrades for us as well. Yeah, but this boss does do more damage than the Shiva one. Was it called Chief? I don't even remember. I'm gonna have to do a healing here. Actually, I might do this on this instead. Hello there, Abstractism. We're exploring the final level here, which is, as I predicted, it's a boss rush. Now, I've actually eaten kale before. It's supposed to be super healthy, because I usually eat spinach. Yeah, like spinach, it's one of those, like, they always say that the most healthy foods are dark leaves. So yes, it is healthy as spinach. Okay, I might need to actually do one of these. The final candle. We might still need farming. Can you heal everyone? Thank you. It's stronger than spinach. Still kind of earthy, a little bitter. That's funny. Well, it's probably different anyway, but I find spinach to be a lot more bitter than kale. Like, I would eat kale and nothing else just fine. Spinach kind of needs to be a side to something else. Tried in a drink. People put all kinds of stuff in drinks nowadays. You prefer baby spinach, much milder taste. You say baby in the context of veggies, and I think of baby carrots. And baby carrots are fucking amazing. You hate spinach cooked or even warm. My thing about veggies in general is that I much prefer them cooked, fried, anything like fresh. Like, usually when they serve broccoli here, they cook it, like they steam cook it, and they serve it cold. I prefer it just steamed, like still warm. I like the smell. There are people who are weirdly put off by the smell of warm broccoli. I freaking love it. You prefer them cooked? Yeah, like, I know people that really prefer their beets raw and just shredded. Man, cooked beets still warm is so good. One of the ways we make them is by, because we prepare beans on a steam cooker and we eat them on the broth they're cooked in. So one of the ways we prepare beets is by wrapping them in foil and dropping them with the beans while they cook, so you don't have to spend more gas to cook them. And it's really good, and it makes the bean broth get a little bit thicker, but it doesn't taste like beets. It's freaking awesome. And then they let it cool off and serve it cold, and I'm like, what are you doing? Now it's watery and ruined. You like raw spinach in place of lettuce. We have a kind of lettuce here that we call American lettuce. I'm sure there's nothing American about it. I like it. It's maybe it's called American lettuce because it's the kind of lettuce they use at McDonald's. I like it because it's really freaking crunchy. It's like 100? Yep. Have I ever had gravy? I don't think I have. Gravy is not really a thing down here. Like that really fat, thick sauce. Never thought of refried beans being vegetable gravy. But we don't do refried beans here. We get normal beans and we let them soak. Because that thing about beans making you gassy is because it has a substance that ferments if you eat it. You get rid of that by letting them soak in water. preferably warm overnight. So they release all of that gas. And then we put them on a pressure cooker and we cook them when we serve with the broth. Usually over rice. So the rice absorbs the bean goodness. It's a staple Brazilian food, rice and beans. Most Brazilians have rice and beans literally every day. I haven't had rice and beans in a while because of my diet and I fucking miss it because I did have it every single day. You're surprised other Brazilian fans never had gravy. Shocked to such a simple sauce to make. It feels excessive. The idea of gravy to me is like, why? Can you calm down? Do you need to... If you're gonna use that to make the sauce, what are you actually eating with it? You don't need anything. Put that on leaves, I guess. That's already a full meal. Meat, juice, and water and flour or whatever. Meat juice. Leave it to an American to say meat juice as if it is like a normal thing to say. More meat. Because Americans don't know how to cook meat and that should be dry. I really like my meat when it's really fucking dry. People make fun of it. Make fun of me for it. But meat here isn't dry at all. People know how to cook it. I mean, I live in the land of churrasco, which is the best roasted meat in the world. And it's not dry at all, let me tell you. Oh, it's a word cuter, Steve. I know that reference, yes. Okay. I kind of like the fact that we don't have regular enemies around. And it's just the bosses. That's a good thing in my book. But for example, we have the standard quote-unquote default Brazilian meal, which is rice, beans, a thin steak, one fried egg on top of the steak, and French fries. You can get that anywhere at lunch. And it's perfect. It's perfect. What else do you need? No bacon inside, just people living in the moment. It sounds tasty. Yeah, you can look it up. Let me type it out for you. Type that thing in Google. See what pictures show up. Hello there, Zofia. Greetings, my friend. Usually say greens. There is usually a side serving of greens that people ignore, yes. I mean, if you go to a slightly fancier place, they're gonna have a big plate with greens on the side and the rest. It's gonna be a little bit, like if it is a fancy place, it's gonna be a little bit of rice, and then they're gonna have like a separate serving for the beans that, as a fucking troglodyte, I just dump on top of the rice. Why is it not here? God damn it. Get it back in here. You don't want salads. Yeah, cook the broccoli with carrots. Carrots are risky. They can very easily taste too sweet and just ruin the rest of the food. You have to be careful with them. Most popular lunch dish in Brazil, yes. And includes rice and beans, of course. Please heal. Thank you. And I'll heal yourself, I guess. Salad is your favorite food. Too bad you can't eat it so much anymore. Like your cooked veggies with just a little butter, salt, and pepper. Again, I'm not saying this to be mean, but that's a very American thing to say. Oh, I like salad, and I put butter on it. What are you doing? Excuse me. It stops being a salad when you put butter on it. I'm not trying to be unfair, but it sounds the very idea of I'm gonna have a healthy salad and put mayonnaise on it, and I'm like, excuse me, what? It's fine, but you don't call it a salad anymore when you do that. There's someone dying over there. Can you either kill the boss or heal? That heal is not good enough. And that guy's dead. We might need a round of farming before we do this. Because we do have more healing, but... But we need to save it for the final boss, I feel. So I'm gonna go up. That doesn't look lonely at all. Yeah, sorry, crabmeats. Hard to crunch your veggies properly. Oh, Jesus! That's horrible, I'm sorry to hear. We killed 5 bosses, so that was like half of it. We can kind of do it, but we have a problem with I have a slight problem with resources and healing spells. I don't have any to buy. If I could find more healing spells. That would help. So I'm gonna farm a little bit on floor 9, which we didn't do a lot of. I'm gonna put down a save here. Because everyone has vitality 9. Yeah, our ranks are 5. V. 5. I saw a V and I thought it meant 5. Gonna get implants. Yeah, good luck. Implants are fine. I have multiple relatives that have gotten implants and it's fine. It's the kind of thing that people sometimes will hear and be like, oh shit, that sounds horrible. It's fine, actually. Luckily. Your friend just happened asking, wonder why it's called spam. There's this thing called the internet, you know. It's so weird when I learned that Americans have a thing called canned spam and it looks disgusting. And then you eat it for some reason. We to have 1 bottom molar. Oh, because of a whole bunch of life events and bad genetics, you're used to it. You shouldn't have to be used to it, but yeah. Sorry to hear, but things will improve. You want all your teeth yanked. SMH my head. My dentist says I'm blessed. Because when I was a kid, I was very young, okay? Please don't judge me. I went probably like half a year just forgetting that I was supposed to brush my teeth. And literally nothing happened. I have teeth of steel. Prepares to judge. I was very fucking young. Children do stupid shit. And I just lied to my parents. Yeah, of course I'm brushing my teeth. Of course I'm brushing my teeth. What are you talking about? Partial dentures that uncover the top of your mouth, soft part of your mouth. A lot of people who complain that ruins the texture of food and the taste too. I don't know much about dentures in general. I do know about implants. Multiple relatives that have those, and from what I understand, they're fine. I have to pull out one of my wisdom teeth. This one, I think. This year at some point. I was told there was no rush, but that I should do it before it becomes a problem. You have autism and ADHD, regular tooth brushing is a fucking thing for you. We're blessed with good teeth despite that. Actually, you were in late 20s. I managed to find a system for my teeth. Like, because my teeth are so resilient and because I have been eating very healthily, honestly, all I need is one very good cleaning every day. Like full flossing everything, but just one. So I actually just built a system where I literally, that's how it goes. I click on start stream on OBS and I go take care of that. And I come back in time to start the stream. And I've been getting compliments from my dentist lately, which wasn't a thing before. You had to pull 4 before you decide to get it all done at once. It all sucked after. We got a very good dentist here to pull teeth out. Like they did that for they pulled teeth from my mom last year, and on the next day she was literally like nothing had happened. And she's, you know, obviously old. So I'm not too worried about it. And I'll see what he says. My main dentist says it's only one that needs to be removed, but we'll see if he says like, well, maybe we can take 2 out and be done with it. I'm kind of, okay, fine. Because the ones at the top of my mouth, they're fine. It's just the ones at the bottom that don't have a lot of space for them. You are awake for yours, snooping for removal, huge discomfort. Yeah, well. Healing. I haven't had healing before. Also was afraid crowd when they found you were awake. I haven't put on for any kind of dental procedure. Me neither, but I've never had anything serious. You were KO'd for it. Loop your ride later. If you can be awake for it, it's usually better. Like, for the recovery. But, you know, that's not our decision to make. Oh, I can save dopes for that. That's true. I forgot about the dopes. Burst hammer. It's an upgrade. It has agility, so it's a lot less agility. I mean, it's -4 agility plus 12 strength, so it's an upgrade. Yeah, I can farm some dopes on this level as well. I'm still positive that we can finish this today. I just need to do 1 or 2 farming dives on level 9 and then we can do a good run on level 10. Otherwise we'll do that tomorrow. But yeah, it took me a long time, but I'm finally into regular flossing. I used to be one of those guys where the dentist would ask, when was the last time you flossed? And I would be like, you should know, you were there. Your recovery was fine, not with it the next day. You had trouble taking a first pain pill. I haven't been out of it for procedures or anything very often in life. I remember this one time where I was put under for some exam that was invasive or whatever, and I woke up, oh, I'm fine, I want to go home, and wait, you sit your ass down and you wait. That's procedure. I'm like, okay, but I'm fine. I was actually happy that I survived, I guess. It was a simple exam, but I was all stressed out. So when I woke up, no, I'm fine, I'm out of here. I'm going home. Fuck this shit. Your jaw was sore as shit from the static needle. Yeah. My dad, he had to pull a tooth out, and this was like what, the 60s or the 50s, and the guy had been pulling his tooth out for like 2 hours, and he was like, I don't know what to do anymore, the dentist. The thing just won't come out. This is a true story. My dad looked at him and said, look, either you put in a final effort and you get that shit out, or like grab a hammer and put the thing back in. Like, you can't leave it hanging like that. Oh, which is why I don't complain. We have it easy nowadays. Put the pill in your mouth, take a drink of water, only look down and sit in my lap. What the fuck you're doing there? Numbness is crazy for the first hours or day. Man, when I was a kid, I was put under for a surgery. I remember being pissed off at the doctor, the dentist, the guy doing the anesthesia, because he put a mask over my face. And he's like, okay, count until 10. Okay, 1, 2... And I woke up pissed off. Why did he ask me to count to 10 if he knew I wasn't going to be able to finish? That's just mean. I wanted to call him names, but I couldn't. Metal leg. But I couldn't find him after that. Leg. Who has the weakest one? You. Metal leg. 24. This is... that's double. But yeah, you know when it's a channel full of old people, when people are talking about medical procedures and dental fixtures. It's fucking retarded home level of streaming here. You've been put out, you think, maybe 3 times. Were terrified the first time because you know possible adverse reactions after that. Quick recovery, let's go. I want to be loopy. I was put under probably 3 times total. 1 for a procedure when I was a kid, and 2 for simple exams that still required me to be unconscious. For the one that I was a kid, I was worried, but not fully aware of what it all meant. For the other 2, it was like, I didn't like feeling the needle going to my hand. Other than that, it was whatever. I think that's like the worst place, like... I can't think of a worse place to stick a needle than right fucking here. Why do they do that? I have the entire body, man. Stick that needle anywhere, but not here. Like, right here. This is like the worst place. They love to put shit in here sometimes. Something about the oxygen transportation in this region. I don't know what it is. I think they're just sadists. Call around all your blood relatives you knew that had surgeons. Ask them if they had any reactions to anesthesia. That's actually incredibly smart. You're making a funny face there, but that's actually really smart. There's a reason they ask for history for stuff in the family. Like, good for you. Delusioned. Oh, gotta. Okay. Big Fatty Plus rate. Yeah, here we go. Big Fatty Plus, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Welcoming Big Fatty Plus and Echo Alpha X5. Welcome. I'm trying to get this guy. Come here. Thank you. Welcome in, everyone. I'm Coopert. I stream from Sundays to Fridays. We're doing a Looney Tunes retrospective on most of the week. But we're back to Metal Dungeon. We're trying to finish this game. Either today or tomorrow. It depends on how farming goes. Welcome in. What were you doing? Dread Delusions. A modern game. Am I dreading my new adventure? A bit. It's 103 games on the Looney Tunes retrospective, but I'm having fun. How is that? I have no idea. Never heard of that. Is that something you do, like... Because I feel like that game is sort of unknown. If it is, is that a thing that you do? Because if I weren't streaming old games, that would be like my second option. Just find the most obscure shit on Steam and stream that. PS1 style FPS RPG. Awesome! So like... What? Borderlands with PlayStation 1 graphics? That would be amazing. I want to play that now. You love indie games. Yeah, I would. I have a library on Steam full of the craziest looking shit. If I manage to play all of the old games, the tens of thousands, then if they discover immortality and I'm still alive, that's what I'm gonna be doing 1,000 years from now. More like Skyrim or Oblivion. Oh, okay. Because you said first-person shooter, and my mind went straight to Borderlands for some reason. Right, yeah. Well, welcome in, and thank you once again for the raid. And I know it looks dumb what I'm doing in the game here. I have the battles set to max speed. Because we are farming. It is in first person, right? So like, maybe like Kingsfield? Alright, yeah. Big Fatty Plus posting care is important, as Atari Beer Pong likes to say. Grab a drink, grab a bite, rest a bit. The farm is Earl. Yeah, Zofare. We had a lot of Zofare. Someone here, we weren't here yesterday, and someone said, I'm sorry, I Zofared pretty hard. And I thought it was funny. And now I realize why you insist on calling it Frigidarian so hard. You're afraid people start calling it a Zofare, and then... And then instead of people seeing you on their channels and being like, oh, are you from Zofar's domain? They're gonna be, oh, are you the guy that misspells everything? And you're like, Nerp. Oh yes, it is him. You have to find that on YouTube. Yeah, I think it was yesterday at some point. But yeah, maybe one good dart. The thing is, we can find a few upgrades here. I got a hammer for Ryoshinaka. But what I'd really like to get is more healing spells. I could use medium-sized group healing. But anything really. Just to have more casts. Doesn't need to be the big stuff. You know what? I think... I know you didn't ask me specifically, but... I'm thinking about horror games and I realized that I think the only horror games I ever played were the Alone in the Dark games. I really liked those. Would Deep Fear be a horror game? Because it's kind of a zombie game and I don't think zombie games are horror games. Zombie games are action games. My body is being taken over by a creature. Yeah, Deep Fear is about people getting infected and turning into guts monsters. It's not that much of a zombie, right? Thing. Okay, Deep Fear is a horror game. But I have trouble thinking Resident Evil is a horror game. It's action with zombies. Suspense at the most. That's a line from the game. I mean... if the shoe fits Substantia, like... it's fine. Maybe you have to stop putting butter in your salad. Otherwise it's going to feel like you're turning into a monster. Most horror games aren't that scary to you. Right, I've never played a horror game that was scary, I think. To me. Although as a kid, Alone in the Dark got pretty close. You're not taken over by the creature, you are the creature. Yeah, it has fully taken over, hasn't it? Umbrella Corp was selling butter in salad. Is that the main plot line linking the Resident Evil games? Because if it isn't, I have a pitch to present to Capcom. Head Saver. That's a funny name for a helmet. Crooked Salad. Oh, see, they're not so bad after all. Yes, we have to cook the salad. Doomhammer. I think I've had Doomhammer before. Yeah, I did. It decreases darkness. I don't... 10% HP chance decrease. What does that mean? It has a chance to reduce the enemy health by 10%? It still is so much less damage, I'm not gonna... I don't think it's worth it for a 10% chance of something. There is a car that you see quite often here there with the Umbrella Pharmastic logo on the side. That's good. That's good because if you just have the logo and nothing else, people who don't know the games or the movies, I guess, they're not gonna bat an eye at it. They're not gonna be, he's a gamer. People who know it will appreciate it. I think like that's the best kind of thing to have as a sticker on your car. If you could though, you would just rapidly devour a whole huge bowl of all kinds of raw veggies. That's just a salad. My Mexican salad is just fucking lettuce. Yeah, no, here's just lettuce is not a salad, it's lettuce. No, people love putting all kinds of different things into a bowl to call it a salad. There is that Giraffe's restaurant that I talk about a lot. They have a very good bowl of salad that they sell, and you can choose what kind of sauce you want in it and what kind of meat you want on top of the salad. And it's a bed of lettuce and tomato and onions and carrots and cabbages, and it's freaking amazing. And when I have it, I always order it with this vegan steak, which is like it's like a steak made with mashed veggies that is then deep fried. It's really tasty and crispy. Welcome back. Broccoli, cucumbers, tomatoes, apples, raisins. You need all of them. I make this dish, or I put I don't know what you call it in English, the core of the palm tree, which is like this white crunchy vegetables and cucumbers and garlic crisps and kani, which is like sticks of crab meat. What else? I put banana slices, olives, mushrooms, I think, and then I eat it with chopsticks. Sometimes I put some shoyu sauce on top of it. It's really fucking good. Palmito, yes. We do call it palmito. Do you guys call it palmito as well? Heart of palm. Palmetto. Interesting. Yeah, we call it palmito. I fucking love palmitos, man. Can't have enough. I've loved them since I was a kid. Those floor tiles look like surprised cats to me. Is it just me? Like, you have the two eyes and the face with a spiked hair. It looks like a surprised cat. Several. You love horror games. I was talking about that. I don't think I've played many. Surprised explosions. Yeah, that too. Or that spiky dudes from Mario. The black ones. The fuzzies? I think they're called fuzzies. Still wakes the deep. That sounds Lovecraftian. Enjoy horror games. Most are not just scary to me. Yeah, no, that's fine. Like, I like games with guts. Does that count? Freaking love me some Guts Lords. Still wakes the deep. Psychological horror. Yeah, it's Lovecraftian. From the screenshots, it looks interesting. Oh, that looks amazing. I'm adding to the wish list. It's on the same... It's on a bundle with Eternal Threads, which I do have. Which is a Choices Matter time manipulation game. Ah, so many games, so little time. Your favorite are horror RPGs? You mean stuff like Sweet Home? Have you played or watched me play Laplace's Demon? Because I was thinking about that game recently. Yeah, that's a horror game, technically. I played that. That was amazing. Forgot about that for a moment. I wanted to play the other games from those people, but they're not translated. You think you have... Yeah, Laplace's Day one was really good. Really solid as a regular JRPG, but the story elements in it and the Lovecraftian elements, just like... Look at the picture and it's disturbing and you take psychological damage. That stuff was really good. And the final boss was very cool. Slash Edge. Not an upgrade. Poldelka. Why do I feel like I should know that name? Don't play Planet Laika. Makes me think of those horror games for the PC 98 that Macaw played. It's not one of those, but that's what the name makes me think of. Either there or it's a planet full of dogs. Welcome back again. You don't recommend Obscure either. Wait, I thought Obscure was supposed to be good? Or am I thinking of a different game? It's a different game. Well, you don't recommend it. It's overwhelmingly positive. And the screenshot looks fantastic. And it has a sequel. Okay, I know you didn't recommend it, but I put it on my wish list. It looks cool. Story handles a few very dark subjects within an edgelord's kind of... Oh, that's unfortunate. Talking about Planet Laika, I take it. You know, that's kind of dumb because it's interesting to tackle those kind of subjects. It's tricky to tackle those kind of subjects. And what you just described is like the literal one way to make sure it's handled poorly. It kind of like requires effort to be dumb. You're back? I don't believe you. You've said that before and you weren't. Alright, you're not back. You're not here. You're just an illusion. Illusion. It's just an illusion. Can you do that? In all this confusion. There are these songs, like American or Canadian or whatever, that were very popular down here, and some of those I wonder if they were known in their countries of origin. Like stuff that gets weirdly popular in a different country, but you guys actually don't know those. If the second obscure, the first is very out there, hard to play mechanics-wise. I mean, from the screenshots, it looks like it has tank controls. Quite bizarre. Do I still have... No, I'm out of... I might have to grab some extra water. Because that's the thing, when my wife makes hot dogs and I go overboard, I get very thirsty for several hours. I think to help with digestion, probably. That's how I know I had too much to eat. I remained too thirsty for a long while. Is it chilly in Brazil right now or just your house? It's... In my town, it's not just my house, but Brazil is a very large place. In my town, it is currently 18 Celsius. But we're dropping to 4 Celsius by Friday. We're starting to get into actual winter. Hot dogs make you very thirsty. Yeah, like she makes this very savory sauce. And it's just awesome. You cert Eli, remember? Yes. Sometimes I cert Eli as well. We all cert Eli every now and again. We love hot dogs, one of our favorite foods. I was talking about the hot dogs I had today. I know people that hate hot dogs and still love the hot dogs my wife makes. It's... I'm on a diet. I promised myself I was gonna have only one. I failed. I can't. It's good. I only had 2. Before my diet, I used to have 5. I'm not kidding. I'm very civilized now. Very chilly there lately for the time of the year. 10 Celsius. Yeah, that is very chilly for this time of the year over there, yes. And that probably means you're gonna have a hellish summer. Eventually, so I'm sorry for that. Okay, this is the boss room. We don't care about the boss room. We're farming, we're not. It's gonna be a hellish summer. Yeah. Winter here has been very slowly coming. Like, not in a hurry. We've been getting a lot of rain, which is around the same time of the year that we had the big floods here. Last year. Was it last year? Yeah, it was. But it's steady. It's not gonna be as horrible. You're loving this weather? Yeah, when it's cold, I never complain about the cold. I always say, no, I'm gonna enjoy the cold. Because I fucking hate the summer. Normally reaches 40 plus anyways. Yeah, I remember Kinikos had to stop streaming because his computer kept overheating. Swampy in DC. Yeah, here it gets really humid during the winter, but for the summer it's fine as far as humidity goes. But it does go over 40 Celsius sometimes. I'm foreseeing my next summer to not be as horrible because, you know, 70 pounds of fat does kind of make you sweat a lot more than you should. He exaggerates, but you get it. It's very protective of his PC. When replacing a PC would have been a nightmare for me, I was that protective of mine as well. So I get it. I'm gonna grab some water real quick as the fight takes place.
This is fine.
Alright, chat. We got again some gluten-free water. So extra fancy. Do you guys have like on a something as dumb as a water bottle links to like Facebook and Instagram pages? Do you like water? Visit our Facebook page for water news. Do you want more news about water? Check our Instagram for pictures of water. And I'm like, what? Why do you... How the hell does a water have gluten in it? That's just the thing, this one doesn't. That's why I buy this one. I don't like gluten in my water. It gets very mushy. I like my water crispy. It's dumb. Okay, no, I'm glad the dumbness is not exclusive to us. We can be dumb together. You too, since you only have one laptop. Always have two fans in your room when you stream. Yeah, like I live in Brazil. I have two options. I can have an air conditioner or I can die. Where I live in a kind of a valley, so in the summer it's impossible. You just burst at the seams. And I work with programming, and I'm not trying to be weird about it, but I can't think when I'm overheating. Yeah, substantial gluten-free water. Temperature of the water at the source. Residues when evaporated 180 Celsius. Calcium nitrate, potassium chloride, magnesium. There's a thing called, I don't even know what this would be in English, estroncio. Jesus Christ, and that's natural? Barium. Oh. Yesterday people were saying that the bottle is very fancy because it's tall and elongated. This is literally the cheapest one I could find. I just want some gas in the water so I can pretend it's not water. Like you close your eyes and you're just like, something else. Okay, time to go to the surface. Alright, think of saying I'll check it later. This gluten-free water is nice and crisp. I guarantee you that a water with too much gluten would be mushy. Like, it's just common sense. I can sell these. I'm gonna keep the dope, so I'm gonna keep the other items now. Large HP cure. Okay, I want to equip this on someone. Can... somehow can get this, which is not relevant. Oh, she already... Oh, she can't have it? Why? Does she not have enough TSP? She doesn't have enough TSP. Okay, I just saved, so let me get her TSP. I'm gonna get the backliners to 20 3. "24 physical." No. Yeah, 24. 24. 24 is fine. So 24 physical. Which means the frontliners will have 27 is fine. "27. And as far as attaching units, we have all stats +3, which I don't know on who to put, would probably be Sunfall. We have DSP, which has to be on Sunfall. We have ASP, which has to be on Sunfall, and we have Blow, which has to be on Targeting. Yeah. Blow +3, so that's pretty good. Level 91 on Targeting. Chewy water, not gelatin chewy, mustard soft chewy. You meant, yeah, good luck meaning anything around here. Okay, and now you can equip the Rikoa C. So she has 3 healings now. I still would like an Aleco B for Sunfall. Pretty sure he doesn't have. Yeah, it's just the Aleco X. Pretty sure there should be an Aleco B and maybe even Aleco C. Those would help a lot with staying power for the final stage. This might be enough to dive level 10. I'm gonna dive level 9 once more. Crispy. But yeah, finding some Aleco Bs or Cs would be enough to push us over to do area 10. Although I'm going for these fights, but I don't think if I want to focus on them because we're not gonna be leveling up that much. And I'd prefer to get gear upgrades instead. Which we still can't find because like we got a helmet and some legs that only one person in the team has. So if we find more of those, we could upgrade the others. Speaking of upgrades, weakest one is this, from 16 to... It reduces agility even as it increases. I'm gonna put that on targeting then. Because Tiger Ting already has enough agility. And Sakura, we kind of need healing from her eventually. Vital unit is not... I mean, I said it's not relevant, but we could start reviving people, like, just for area 10. Like, reviving on the stage. Because, you know, if you kill the final boss, then you don't care if people are low on vitality. But when we dive level 10, I'm gonna use all the dopes. And just reset if we die. I mean, all the buffing dopes, they are curing dopes as well. Busting Blade. I feel like I've seen that name already. Yeah, we already have one, okay. We have time. I think we're still finishing this today. Unless there is something else beyond level 10, but... I'm pretty sure we're just gonna get an ending video even if the game keeps going. I would be disappointed a little bit if the game didn't keep going, because... we're just at rank V? And there's only so much we can level up farming level 9 over and over. Busting Blade. It's a blade for busting. There, Busting Blade. Busting makes me feel good. That's what you thought, yeah. Yeah. I know. Flesh Knuckles, I think I've seen that. No, I haven't. It has 2 more strength and it has 7 resistance and it's light. Okay, that's pretty good. Great minds and all that. Yeah. Small ones too. It's not exclusivity. They group together with similar thoughts. Great minds think alike, small minds just joke around about it. And it's fine. We can all enjoy ourselves. On the little corner mind. With our mini brains. Blub. And I did not expect that with that game. Mini brain. That's what the big bad guy does. He gives people mini brains. And people go blub blub. So funny. Okay, got a 45 unit for the fencer. That game was... It was very competent. It was very strange in a lot of ways, but it was strangely competent as well. Giggity, yeah. And then they threw the thing in the water and that emote is from there. The guy just kept getting electrocuted over and over again on that rooftop. Never ended. Splash. Yes, splash. Thank you. Fortify unit for the car? What is... Oh, carry for the stat carry. Thank you for the bits. Big Fatty Plus. Appreciate it. What did we get? We got something. I got distracted. Scale gloves. Yes, okay. Ah, it's these. They're weak. I wonder if doing more trial runs could get us things other than money. What if you do a bunch of those and you upgrade the shop and you can spend money on upgrades? But that would be... It's so fucking slow to do those trial runs. It's very freaking slow. I need to heal Samuel L. Jackson. Okay, a Sunfall Recoa. See? Maybe it wasn't required to be C healing, but... I also want to check if we got enough to get an upgraded class. We never got an upgraded class, because we never got enough items for that. Which again makes me think that it's weird that we're almost at the end. And we couldn't get enough to upgrade one class, let alone 4. Too many snakes instead of them being the Jedi Temple. That's like 2-3 references put together. Outstanding. I'm tired of this motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking Jedi Temple. You know what? I'm gonna take a look. And maybe we can try doing a full dive. Items, kept items. I have... Why would I have this? I can upgrade one guy. I have a few fortifies. I can upgrade exactly one person. I think I'm gonna save, upgrade, and go down. And if we fail, we can just reload it and do everything. Before we do that, we can't, but we have these, so all plus. I'm gonna apply that after the save as well. This is for the fencer, so fencer, power up. No, attach fence unit. And carry goes to the fencer? Yeah, actually yes. Snakes on the plane is such a bewildering flick. It exists because of the internet, so it's... I have never watched it. Like, I feel like I already got all the enjoyment out of it just from knowing it exists. Like, I feel like I don't need anything else. There are these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. I like the TV edition on this. I'm tired of these monkey flipping snakes on this Monday to Friday plane. Like, what the fuck? Alright. Trial hall, laboratory, exchange. Become fencer, striker, but if you want to become a gladiator or an arts ranger or a spell fighter or a sage, I'm thinking of turning... but I would need the weapon. And I sold all of them. Because I was... Well, he has a rod equipped. Maybe that counts. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I put down a save. Because we might fully regret this. And let me get a spell fighter. And apply it on Sunfall. Sunfall, change type to spell fighter. Yes. You have disarmed your equipment and spell chips. That's worrying. Okay, maybe it doesn't mean anything though. Okay. Now about equipping. You can still equip this. Okay, and my goal, my hope here is that Sunfall starts attacking because now he is a spell fighter. Might not be the case. And I'm gonna attach this on him and I can reload later if I change my mind, because I'm gonna reload if I can't do it on this dive. They made it for the memes. I know they did. Yes. Which is not a good reason to make a movie, I guess, but there are worse reasons. I'd rather they do it for the memes than for the tax breaks. Speaking of horror games, how well known is Voices of the Void? Not much? Never heard of it. I would guess not a whole lot. Why, is it good? No, he's still not attacking. He still can't attack. I don't know what we got from doing upgrading him to Spellfighter. It's amazing, still free, but in very early development. Interesting. Yeah, upgrading him to Spellfighter didn't seem to do a whole lot. He has the same amount of spells. Maybe it increased his agility because I feel like he's getting... I know it's because he's selected. Is he acting more frequently? Say wait till release. Yeah. No, I don't go for games before that, before they get released. Okay, this is 200. 200 is fine. But that's like already a lot of resources, and we have another 9 fights. Another 8 fights before the boss. And my goal, this is the morgue. My goal is to not heal during the fight, if I can avoid it. Just going with a good amount of health. Right, and if it is like last time, this fight is easy. Doesn't do a lot, in the sense that you don't take a lot of damage. Oh, you know what the different class might do? It might reduce the costs of leveling up the skills, so we could start investing to something else. I like how a lot of Xbox games look like they could have been on the Dreamcast. That's true. Like, there's a lot of overlap with the OG Xbox and the Dreamcast. Because of Microsoft anyway, working with Sega back in the day. A lot of people at the time just were like, okay, the Xbox is kind of like the successor to the Sega consoles. Not that I necessarily agree with it, but it's kind of a sentiment that existed at the time. We have one Xbox game, OG Xbox game on the Looney Tunes retrospective, which is how I got to this game in the first place. That was like one of the few games on the list I wasn't going to be able to play. And then I did my research on emulation. That game is considered to be flawless on this emulator. It's a game called Loons. The Fight for Fame. It was released on the same year as this game here. And I have like another 3-4 OG Xbox exclusive games that don't run on anything else that I might emulate later. This one song is really good. It really builds up anticipation. Like it's a long, hard journey. Boss rush. We're doing it. But I still feel like we might run out of healing resources here. You hope it's a beat 'em up or ridiculous fighting game? I think it is going to be, like, based on the name, I feel like it would be a cheap Smash Bros knockoff. I would prefer if it was like... I would love it if it was WrestleMania with Looney Tunes characters. That's what I'm hoping for. I wish it played like one of those SNES WrestleMania games. Because then you can really just drive up the ridiculousness of it with Looney Tunes, like instead of grabbing a foldable chair to hit the guy, you grab like an anvil. Something like that. I mean, the game practically designs itself. But if it were that, we would know about the game. It would be a cult classic or something. Looney Tunes lend themselves to a Smash game quite nice. Yep. Instead, they just waited forever and then diluted everything to that multiversus game. Which I haven't played. By all means, it might be good. Yeah, a wrestling game I think would be better. I think, like, we're gonna be playing 103 Looney Tunes games. I think very few of those are gonna be, oh, they really used the IP in an interesting, original way to enhance the game. I think most of the time it's just going to be, yeah, here's the IP, we are the characters. Money, please. Man, I don't know, I really like this song. Because this game is a bit ridiculous in a lot of ways. It doesn't really play into the supposed desperation of the setup, because the game has a whole story set up where, like, the gods of magic are threatening the existence of the people that live on the surface and stuff like that, and then they're sending cyborgs to deal with these armies of genetic horrors and magic monsters. And I think it's a shame they don't play better into that. You just have a few glimpses of that on the intro to each level, but then the voice acting just makes it dumb. Just a tank that can't tank because enemies don't like to attack you as much. Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna get you a medal that says I was there at the end. It's all good. Like, I defeated the gods of magic and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. No, there was much rejoicing. I forgot to use the dopes. I knew I was forgetting something. I'll use it after this fight. Look what I got, guys. It's fancy, yeah? And everyone else, yay. Good boy. Good boy, Sophia, yeah. Go get to your corner and have some strawberry milk or something. Good job, buddy. Everyone is proud of you. Why is this guy taking so long to kill? Okay, it's dead. That looks like a balls. It is. This is a bowels rush. Everyone's favorite boss rush. Okay, and the dopes. I should have used the dopes before. Although some of these don't matter. Okay, Sakura. Sunfall. Sakura and Tiger Ting. Sakura. Sunfall and Zolfair. Targeting, so fair. Yeah, in the end, I don't think that's going to matter too much. Looks like a Materazzo from Shin Megami Tensei 5. Yeah, that design is used in a lot of games. It's a traditional god design from some culture, some statue, I don't know. Only brought you along because in the fifth you would either need to give up or die. There's still time. Can still do that. But this looks like the big... Yeah, that's the main final boss room. The Gods of Magic. But this one was a bit annoying previously. And again, I'm saving the attack spells for the final boss. This is very iffy. I don't know. Because we have used already a lot of healing spells. We might not have a lot for the final boss. It's like a Metal Gear Rex. Yep. It's pretty good. It's a Mechazilla. It is one of the better boss designs. I wish there was one of those cure items that restored the spells. And if those were for sale, we could stock on a dozen of those and this would be trivial. Which is why probably it's not a thing actually. I mean, maybe we could buy the ones for resurrecting people, and then maybe if they die and resurrect them, they come back with spells recharged. Good enough. Fart, fart, fart. That's all you do. We're expecting a boo. No, we don't judge that harshly around here. Why is this one different? We did have this boss fight before. I don't know why it's different. But they did, and I'm kind of surprised, they did adjust the boss fights for this level. They're not on the same difficulty as they were previously. Otherwise, some of these would just be like 2 hits and dead. It's very cool that it's a phoenix that you only have to kill once. Because they put phoenixes in every game and it never works as a phoenix should. Which is the same problem that hydras usually have. Well, here's a hydra, it has like 3 heads. What happens when you kill a head? You have to kill the other 2. What happens when you just kill one at a time, it's fine. It's gotten to a point where I never expect a Hydra to actually behave like a Hydra in a video game. That's nearly much a full heal. They like to hit Yoshinaka way more than they like hitting Zolfair. Zolfair is carrying a shield just for show. He's just scared. Stop missing. He's almost dead. Yeah, that's pretty bad. It's all the healing from that skill gone. In your party, they hit on Rio a lot as well, but after he boosted his stats a lot, starting to be mostly equal on the party for damage. Yeah, they probably go for the character they perceive as the lowest because it has like low level. These are easy as long as you make them focus. And I'm gonna do one attack spell here. Because Blizzard is not gonna be useful on other bosses. Although had the second highest defense. Basically ignores your highest defense character. This in Dragon's Dogma, the Hydra functions as a Hydra. There you go, that's a sign of a good game. Phoenixes that don't act like Phoenixes. Hydras that don't act like Hydras. Typical. This was the most interesting boss specifically because it's 3 characters, so it's some strategy involved. I know this isn't the last one because I know there is at least one more, which is the Vortex boss. I remember that one. Might be another one that I'm forgetting. Another beer grabbed, congratulations. That's typical weakest character in the party behavior. Like, didn't even finish the mission, he's already on the drinks. Time to party! Come on, live a little. Can't expect to beat the final boss straight-faced. This is the Vortex boss. It is. Woohoo! That was some fight, guys. You sure show them. Anyone wants one? No, I'll take another one then. Yeah. I had strawberry beer today. It was way better than I expected. It was very strange. But because it wasn't actually sweet, it was just mild beer. It was good. Now I'm fighting the floor. No, I'm fighting the cloud. Once we kill the boss, the floor will remain. And the cloud will be gone. You're the drunken sword master. If you think you're the drunken anything of the party, you're just drunk. The rest doesn't count. Yeah, that's like the old adage about like never being the most drunk person at a party. And if you can't tell who the drunkest is, that's you. That's so fair, right there. No, no one was drunk while we were going to the dungeon. And the other guys, I know he was. This might be the last one. One of the... Yeah, the Hydra. We were talking about a Hydra. I completely forgot this one. The Vertex boss didn't do a lot of damage. That one was pretty easy. Even though I'm using a lot of healing spells, I'm still saving all of my Alico X. I have 4 casts of that. And Alico X spells, they heal the entire party to full. What, drunk? Not us? Rest of the party, yeah, not us, no. I just thought of a good offense, if you want to offend a party member, you could say, you know, if they ever make a movie about us, you're gonna be the comedic relief. And that's so fair. Yeah, that one is pretty good. Gotta remember that if I ever, I don't know, zombie apocalypse, something like that. And I just want to be a wise ass. Is that all 9? I can't be missing more than 1, maybe. Which comedic relief character from a movie would you guys be? I want to be the one that shouldn't have been a comedic relief. I want to be Gimli. That's so offensive, dude, what they did to Gimli. Duller just waved his bloody sword at the Hydra and didn't hit a damn head. I'm trying to find the final boss room there. It might be openable now. Okay, chat. Here is what we do. We turn this on. Back to full, and we make sure we are we have one Alico X. So I can use this, and I can use 3 of these as well. I think that's going to be... I think we're fine. So we have 4 Alico X's from Sunfall. We have 1 Alico X from item. We have 3 Ricoa X from items. But the downside is that Sakura has 1 Ricoa C. And Sunfall has 5 Ricoa C's, which is not that bad. Alright. Did I put it to full? Yes, I'm gonna put the battle to slow. Alright, chat. You guys ready? The thing is, there were 2 slots on the archive. I think this is not going to be a single fight. This is amazing. Fucking fantastic. Thank you, devs. That's pretty good. What is it doing? Okay, no, that's fine. Ting Ting. Let's go, Ting Ting. You missed. It didn't look. You missed. Ain't he adorable? Yeah. Okay, I was worried that everyone was gonna miss. And I'm like, oh, this is a puzzle box. A puzzle boss. I hate puzzle bosses. Okay, it's fine so far. He did 1 hit and it wasn't that big. And it's actually going for Zolfair. Outstanding. Thank you, Zolfair. Condensed Tiamat. Yeah, possibly yes. 204 damage, Sunfall, you glorious bastard. All these boosted stats is how they reward you giving them buffs, disloyal. It's paying attention to me, yes. I mean, he has 3 heads, he can pay attention to the entire front line if he wishes to. You're useful, you are. In all defense, you're probably the 2nd highest damage dealer. Well, 3rd because of Sunfall doing spells now. You know, this damage is very easy to handle as it is. 3 brains. Granddad is silent. I think it's just 1... Okay. I think it's just 1 shared brain. And everyone is just... Yeah, let's all stay here and take that. You know what? I'm gonna do a few Echo A's. Your shiny head would be more of a distraction. That one. The specularity of that guy. How dare his head be so specular. Yeah, not a lot, but honestly, fine. I'm gonna do a recoil C on that guy. I'm saving my resources. I think we're gonna have a lot of leftover healing. But who knows, there might be another boss after this. So let's play it safe. That's not good. I'm gonna do another Echo X here. Who is Sam Kinison? Is that the guy who played Goku in the live action movie? Like, I watched bits and pieces of that movie. Like, I spent a total of like 20 minutes just skipping through the file. All of it was painful. That was like just morbid curiosity. Comedian from the 80s screamed a lot. Yeah, okay. Okay, Sunfall, your service is requested, thank you. Full reset. Good, amazing. Now you can do some attack. You refuse to watch that movie. I think it's literally the worst movie ever made. Like, with no redeeming qualities at all. Like, you can't even watch it to make fun of it, it's just painful. I literally just... I downloaded by accident, and I was like, I'm just going to scrub through the file. Every time I stopped, I regretted it. Well, that's new. You missed everyone. Also the Borderlands movie. I know nothing about that one. Maybe I should keep it like that. Okay, this is also new. We got a bunch of paralysis. Yeah, there was a Borderlands movie. I think it's not... I think it's kind of recent? Which one I said was the worst one? The Dragon Ball live-action movie. Just hurts to try and watch. I didn't even watch the full thing. And it hurt. I hope the paralysis fades eventually, because... yeah, it's fading. Holy shit, that's amazing! I might have to resort to the Alico X item. Because Sunfall is paralyzed. But we still have health here, it's fine. Let me do an Alico A. So Mike's Pain the Theater Super Bond. That one is probably not offensive, it's probably just bland. That's my guess. You took a hit, so others could be spared. Well, thank you for your service. Dude is really big. Like, you missed all of those shots, not even a single one connected. Are you kidding? Alico B has ended its service. I watched Doom in the theater and it was very enjoyable. I don't know what this spell is, last time he missed everyone. Yeah, that spell is just free round. I went to... me and my wife, we went to watch some movie on the theater, and we went to the wrong theater. When we got there, well, might as well watch whatever is playing. And they had Doom. And, here, of course, they can't release a movie like Doom and just call it Doom. That's illegal or something. So it was called Doom, The Gate to Hell. You know, because they need the explaining so people actually be interested. And then my wife, yeah, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna buy us tickets. Okay. And she goes in, she forgets the name of the movie. So she just looks up and like it's Doom Gates to Hell, but Doom is really high. So she only sees the and then she goes, I like the tickets to the Gate of Hell. And that was like very metal. Instead we were sold tickets to a movie. But what can you do? Doom. Doom. Yes, it's with The Rock Johnson, I think. And I remember there is a scene in the movie, because of course there is a scene in the movie near the end, and this is not spoilers, where it's a first-person shooter sequence. Because that's good, you should have that. And I'm sitting in the theater and I see all these couples spread out throughout the theater, and that scene comes in and I'm just still watching the movie and I see the guys in the couples. Oh, he resisted death. Okay. The guys in the couples just leaning on their girlfriends. That's how the game is. That's what the game looks like. Look, it's just like the game, look. They were very proud of it for some reason. That rings a bell, I've never seen it. Yeah, we watched it by accident, it was fine. That's cute. It is kind of cute, yes. This might kill Sakura. Someone has to do something, either Sakura or Sunfall, before he does anything. Someone is gonna die. Shit. Let the other guys heal, please. No. Oh, thank you, thank you. Now I can't stop her attack. Jeez, that was so close. Good lord. So very close. We got to paralysis. It's a very long fight, which is good. That's what you want from a final boss. An epic... Oh, there we go. I was gonna say epic drawn-out fight. We're still getting experience, so maybe the game keeps playing after the ending. Here we go. Guts. So dramatic. Yeah, it's really drawn out. You didn't get Kojima to direct. This guy. Okay. He's dead! It took almost as long to die in the cinematic as it did to take enough damage for that. Flush it down the toilet bowl with the light of something, yes. Thank you, Big Fairy Plus and Kibitz, for the GG's. Immediately credits. I was expecting to hear the lousy voice actors again. If you're listening to this recording, you probably beat the game. Now get out of there. V ranks. Gonna upgrade you guys to V+. Don't push it. Chikazaki Tiger for sound direction. Thank you for the GG's, Zofir. 3 people on music. Music is competent. Nothing that you're gonna be humming afterwards, but nothing to complain about. Far Side. Aaron Butler. The guy's called Aaron Butler. He's the first on the roll call every time. Poor guy. And he's called Butler. Vic Wang. It's a very Vic Wang. Sorry, that's... And we got Bruce Wang. All the Wangs. We're full of Wangs in here. Far Side is too normal. Well, they have a director for the opening movie. Okay, is Kojima the director of the ending movie? Far Side was a popular guy at that time, right up there with the early esports stuff. Is that Far Side? Not the only one frigidaring tonight. Eustáquio. Satoko Eustáquio. That sounds like a Brazilian surname. The Halo 8 Bellhorn. The Rock Lynn. Brad Flack. They have Brad Flack on sales and marketing. The Rock, yeah, we were talking about The Rock. Fujitsu Social Science Laboratory Limited. Is this? That's all, folks. Kenji Sato, producer. Presented by Pansa Software. Enjoy Metal Dungeon. Thanks, I have. Game data will be lost if you not save. Do you wish to save? Yes. Okay, this is the opening movie. You just reset. Okay. Do you regret? No, I enjoyed it. It was a fun game. 26 hours. 26 hours is not long for this game. It's reasonable. Like, if it was 50 hours of this, I would have been annoyed. If it was 10 hours, I would have wanted more. 26? Fine. So we missed one enemy here on level 3. We missed 2 enemies on level... 1 on 4, 1 on 5. No. No, both on level 7. And we don't have the last one. Did you do anything during the boss fight or did I just first miss? No, you did. You did a lot of damage. Everyone did a lot of damage. The boss takes a lot of damage. You thought it was pretty neat. Best part was in new Cyber Gus monsters every level. Yeah, no, that was pretty good. And here's the Demon Lord. The Master of Metal Dungeon, a nightmare of brutal force. Takes 3 hours to kill, then it takes another hour dying. Time to go back to find them. Ah, no, I'm cool. You have to run the levels again for new variants to spawn again for the third. Yeah, like I said, I think the game keeps going if you want it to. Yeah. Yeah, you can yeah. Now we have an area 11, and if we do it, it's probably gonna unlock a level 12, and you can just keep doing loops. So you can keep leveling up, and you're gonna... It's good. That's what I would want if I had this game back in 2002. I will want to keep playing, like I would take a break from the game for like a week, then go back to it and start grinding through. So you can get higher ranks. We ended at rank V+. And we have a little badge that says 10, which probably means you finished level 10 and now you can keep going. And it's probably 10 levels per loop, and it just reuses the same mechanics. Because you only got one upgrade to Spellfighter, you can probably... Like on each loop you get enough units to upgrade one of your guys, so it's like 5 loops to upgrade everyone. Complete with so much money left over. I don't have anything to spend the money on. Does the shop have different things now? It doesn't, it's the same... Yeah, it doesn't. I don't have anything to spend money on. Level 11 starts with a 50% buff to enemy stats. 50% every 10 levels. Which still means that it would be very easy, like if we went in here... I'm not gonna do that. But with the levels we have... 50% would do nothing to make it harder, on area 11 at least. It goes vertical around level 26 or so. Interesting. Yeah, like I said, if I had this game back then and I didn't have all the options I have today, I would probably keep grinding. It's a fun game to play but not pay too much attention to, if that makes sense. Sometimes that's the kind of game you want. It's good for us to talk shit while it's playing, but I'm gonna end the timer at 26 hours. We did one full solid loop, and I'm happy, I'm satisfied. Very fun game. We went away for 10 minutes, I beat the game. Yeah, it was more than 10 minutes. The boss took 10 minutes to kill, and then it took another 3 minutes of cinematic to die. Thank you for the GG's, yes. Let me move over here. So, Metal Dungeon, Xbox 2002. Really freaking cool game. It's very light on the dungeon crawling RPG mechanics. So like, because you can feel like the influence that Wizardry had on Japanese devs in this game. But it's like very, okay, this is the kind of game that we gotta wait.
Thank you.
Metal Dungeon, yes. You were lurking at the stream muted for reasons, that's fine. Musifate, thank you so much for the raid. Welcoming everyone from Musifate's channel. Welcoming Hijacker. Please don't hijack my channel. Sizzle and Stack. Cooking game in the style of Stacklands. Interesting. Well, welcoming everyone. I'm Cooper. I stream from Sundays to Fridays. We just finished Metal Dungeon. I was talking about that. The boss took like 6-7 minutes to kill.
And I'm a locksmith.
Mr. Shake Signal, thank you for the follow and the free emotes. Game just ended, unfortunately. Yeah. And then we had like 3 minutes of cinematic, just the boss dying slowly, body parts falling. I had a lot of fun with this game. Now, what I was saying is that you can feel the influence of those old school, say, RPGs in the game, but it's just like simmering under the surface. The game itself is very easy, simple, straightforward. It's very forgiving. It's easy, it's relaxing. it's the kind of experience that I usually look for on a dungeon crawler. Like, oh, it's too hard, grind a few levels, there you go, enjoy yourself. Oh, you dived and you died, it's no big deal, just reload. So yeah, it's way better than I originally expected. I went into this game thinking, okay, it's called Metal Dungeon, look at that cover art, it has to be amazing. But, you know, not on a semi, yeah, but it's probably not gonna be that good. And it was. It was. So I'm gonna give this game 2 thumbs up easily. Thoroughly enjoyed my time with it. And I would recommend it. It's a shame there are some bugs on the emulation, but not enough that you can't play and beat the game. And I'm gonna call it, I'm gonna deem it very fun and enjoyable shit.